So we're gonna hit the Goodwill bins up here in Jacksonville off of Lenox Ave. Gonna check out this one and see what it looks like. Must be a drop-off spot right here as well. Corporate offices. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what it's like. Alright, so you see me digging through this stuff here once we got in the store. I had to do a voiceover because they had music playing in the background. We know how that goes on YouTube. So got a big variety. It's not a huge store, but you know, for what the size of it is, they had a good little variety there. Not very many people at all. And like I said, this is toward the beginning of October 2021. If you've never been to a bin store, you just go digging. This particular bin store, we've been to others where you could tell the stuff came from other Goodwills because you'll still see the prices and stuff on it. This one, we didn't see any of that. So whatever gets dropped off at this particular location, I think they just box it up and drop it into the bins, and you go from there. So been at this one once before, I believe, and we find a couple odds and ends. We have not this one too often, but you just got to keep digging. I'm just pulling up right here this shirt with my left hand. It's called a Flint and Tinder. This is a USA made. They're a shirt company. They make shirt jackets. As you can see, as the comps here, these things sell for really good money. Ever come across one of them at a thrift store or at a Goodwill bins or at a flea market or a yard sale? Grab it. Flint and Tinder always does very well. We'll have that one up for sale real soon. So just going to keep going through, and like I said, you just never know what you're going to come across. I always look for jeans, Levi's, always obviously, especially if they're vintage ones in USA. We always look for new items as well. Those always do really good as far as that goes. Never know what you're going to find. That was a Vans tennis shoe. Never could find the other one. Gators shirt. Well, hey, go Gators. You know, live here in Central Florida. And got to go shoot for the Gators. And Gator clothes always sell really good in Central Florida as well. So head over to the next aisle. You can see the guys in the background. They're actually cleaning out the tubs. There was 2 rows over there by the wall. They're putting everything into these blue bins, and they actually rolled out, I think, like 8 more bins in just a short bit. I think they do that swap like twice a day. And like I said, really not a whole heck of a lot of people here. Books, if you're into books. You normally come across 1 or 2 bins of books. Sometimes you hit these Goodwill bins and you'll have the guys with the scanners. And they're just going crazy scanning through all the books. Nobody was there doing it at this particular location today. So give it a chance to roll through some of the books. I always look for auto manuals, motorcycle manuals. Those always seem to do really well. Always, of course, look for older books, older vintage ones. They always do pretty well in the same thing. I'm thinking after that, I just kind of scrolled back around and just went through all the rows. Just go over to the next one there and see what we might have missed. You can see some of these people against the wall there. They're waiting for the new bins to come through. You can see there's bicycles there. There's kids' toys there. It's a potpourri. You never know what you're going to come across in a bins outlet. There's just no doubt about it at all. Never know what you're going to find. So I think that was some vintage negligee. Vintage lingerie always does really well. Me and my wife both always look for vintage lingerie. Of course, when it's by the pound, vintage lingerie doesn't weigh nothing. So it's extremely. Yeah, I believe the clothing at this particular store is $1.49 a pound. Some are cheaper, some are a little bit more, but that's pretty reasonably priced. Books and glassware, housewares, stuff like that is usually at a different price. It's usually, if it's a heavier item, it's usually a little bit on the cheaper side. Electronics as well. But all of the clothes in this particular one, $1.49 a pound. So you can go from there. So just like I said, just going to go through the bins one more time, see if we see anything in any of them. Looking for pillows. They got pillows. There was some more books, just more clothes and everything like that. I think I came across a pair of Levi's here, somewhere in this one. Boom, there they are, pair of Levi's. I think we actually ended up getting that pair. So always look for Levi's if they're in good shape. They always do really well. If you don't use them for myself, you can put them out for sale. So here I am. I dumped my bag of stuff, kind of went through there, figured out what we were going to keep, what we weren't going to keep, and it's time to check out. So went through the checkout. People were very nice there. I think it was a total of like $7.80, and we filled up several bags of goods. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your day.
You too.
Thank you so much. It was very organized.
So like I said again, if you ever find yourself up on the north side of Jacksonville, or up in the Jacksonville area at all, it's called the Goodwill by the pound. Some people call them the Goodwill outlet. Some people call them the Goodwill bins. But nice little spot. Like I said, it's a very small one. We've been to obviously some that are a lot bigger, but it's worth it. Give it a shot. You never know what you're going to find. And as always, thanks for tuning in, coming around, and we'll see you out on the road.